In just the span of 10 days, we've had the assassination attempt on former President Trump, the Republican National Convention, and now President Biden passing the torch. Joining us live now is Dr. Caroline Heldman from Occidental College. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. What was your reaction to the announcement that Biden will not be seeking re-election? And can you give us some perspective on just how unusual this moment is?
Well, it was a shocking moment, even though I knew it was coming because he was looking at the same numbers that all of us were looking at, which showed that he didn't have a path to victory. And indeed, that is, I think, what drove his final decision, at least according to his inside circle. But this is unprecedented. We've never been here before. We had Johnson stepping out much earlier in the race, and that led to chaos in 1968. It does appear that the Democratic Party has learned a big lesson from that. They are immediately coalescing around Harris. We saw the first day, $88 million raised in the first 24 hours of the announcement. We're also seeing all 50 state party chairs and all 50 or Democratic governors, not in all 50 states, but Democratic governors, every single one endorsing her. You just noted these popular endorsements, and Charlemagne the God from a very popular news show will also be endorsing her. So for right now, this momentum is really driving Harris.
Yeah, obviously Democratic leaders, many of them feeling that things just couldn't continue the way that they were going. How do you think Democrats will benefit from this change, and what new challenges might it present as well?
Great question. Well, it immediately made this race competitive. Donald Trump and his team knew this race was not competitive with Biden because of voter concerns, 3 in 4 voters thinking that he wasn't mentally fit for the office. And it does bring up some really interesting dynamics, though, in the race. As somebody who studies women and people of color, and women of color in particular, running for the presidency, they do face a bias and a penalty with some voters. So when she goes to pick her vice president, she's not going to want to compound that bias. So she'll likely pick a white dude. Maybe it's Gavin Newsom, probably not, since they're both from California, but maybe Bashir or Governor Shapiro, who's in a swing state. But what we do know is that the Democrats are holding the virtual convention the first week in August. So we will know by next week who her vice presidential pick is, and then we'll know by August 7th that ticket is in place.
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch the Democratic Party because so far the past few years, it's really been a divided political party, and now we've seen them sort of unite. Do you attribute this change to that unification?
I think the unification can be summed up in one word or maybe two: Donald Trump. This is a party that is highly concerned about putting a man who has been convicted of 34 felony crimes back in the White House, a man who drove a violent insurrection. And there are serious concerns about democracy, given his Project 2025 plans and the fact he said he would be a dictator on day one, except he has actually, endorsed a lot of ideas along those lines and loves his strongmen, right? He loves Orban, he loves Putin, he praises them. So there are some serious concerns driving the Democratic Party. And I also think with Kamala Harris here, we haven't talked enough about how abortion is going to drive this election. It is the first election where folks get to vote for or against Donald Trump, the man who essentially overturned Roe.
All right. Interesting to see what happens the next few months. Dr. Caroline Heldman from Occidental College, thank you so much.
Great to be with you.